think that a lot of women date out of boredom where they just don't have anything better to do tonight. So I'm going to go, hang out with so and so with no intention behind, building something or really exploring like the potential possibility of a relationship with that person. They just don't have anything better to do. So I think not being intentional about how you're spending your time and who you're spending your time with is like the quickest way to waste your time. I also think that women are having sex too soon. I
What's
think
too
that's a big
soon?
thing. So I don't, rattle off a whole bunch of rules. I don't
Mm,
necessarily subscribe to the 90-day rules, things
mm-hmm.
like that. But what I feel like, you're grown, you can gauge when too soon is or whenever you feel like you're ready. But I think that a lot of times women don't wait until they're ready. They don't wait until there is a possibility or some conversation around commitment. Like, are we actually going somewhere? I think a lot of times women have sex because they want commitment or they think that the sex is going to get them somewhere. And I don't think that that is working out in our favor. So I say too soon. How I would define too soon is just before y'all have had any real conversations about like the future. Not to say that, this has to be your husband or, y'all have talked about marriage, but have you had conversations around commitment? Is that something that you're working towards? If not, I don't see the point of you, sleeping with somebody.
Okay.
So not being intentional, having sex too soon, and then settling, like knowing. So for people who do know what they desire, what they deserve, but they can, very clearly tell that the person that's sitting in front of them is not that, they're still not setting the standard to actually like walk away from that clear space for someone who will be, worthy of whatever they want. They just, continue dealing with, entertaining, whatever people who they know are not, partner potential.
Why do you think
So those
women
would
do
be
that
like
though?
my top six because
Does that go back
they
to the
live
boredom thing like you're
in.
talking about?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the boredom. I also think it goes back to like trying to fill a void.
Okay.
Feeling like you need somebody. Companionship, I know, is like that's human. Like that's a human desire for
Mm.
companionship. But I don't think that you should trade your standards just to have someone. Find something else to do with your time versus feeling like I have to spend time with someone of the opposite sex in order for me to feel good about myself or for me to feel like I have somebody, even if
Mm.
this somebody isn't truly what you desire or what you deserve.